It's got to be this year, guys. It's got to be. Because we're going to start getting hit, and the things are going to start getting darker, and the birthing pains are going to get worse and worse and worse, that you're not going to have enough time to even think about being obedient to him, because you're going to be trying to put out other fires in your life. So now is the time to be extreme obedient, because he needs you. He needs all of us now. He needs us now. Whatever it is that he's called you to do, it's in you. He needs it done now, because time is short. And you guys know this. We talk about this. Time is very short. And whatever the purpose is, do it now. I have such an urgency. When the Lord was telling me about this, I had such an urgency. I think every single one of us should be reading, because it's a very important chapter for the times that we're in, is Joseph. Start at chapter 37 in Genesis. Guys, chapter 37 in Genesis. And I would read it over and over and over again. Because every single time you read any chapter in the Bible, 100 times, I promise you're going to get more out of it than you did the first time that you read it. Light bulbs will start going off. Revelation will start being downloaded. And you'll start getting ideas that people don't have just by reading the same passages that they read. But guess what? You read it 100 times. So you get some revelation that they don't quite have. These are little just nuggets. Remember what I told you last week, that the Bible is a gold mine. But what do you have to do in a gold mine? You got to dig to find the gold. And then once you get the gold, what do you got to do? You got to refine it. And, this is labor. But it's the chase that the Lord loves. Because if you love his word and you're digging for these gems, man, the rewards you're going to get. So much reward. In Joseph, the enemy used other people, like I talked about last week, used other people to destroy him, and used his family. A lot of you watching are in places of torment, of things that happened to you that wasn't your fault. The enemy used other people to torment you and to throw you away like you were garbage. Even your own family. And they could be saved. But the enemy uses them to slander, to cut, to abuse, to take advantage of, to manipulate. These things are real. Joseph went through it, causing him to have a very unstable life. Joseph was traded. The Ishmaelites, the Lord used Ishmael and his descendants. It's like, I can't even believe. The Lord used the accident of Abraham to save Joseph. It was the Ishmaelites that came to buy Joseph to take him to Egypt. And even then, so he's traveling, he's in the desert, he's getting sold, he's in another house, he's in Potiphar's house, and then he goes to jail, and then he's back. His life is very unstable. I can relate to Joseph, because in a life of an addiction, we had a very unstable life, constantly moving, constantly going here, poverty. Bondage causes poverty. And when you have so much instability in your life, it's hard to be in extreme obedience. I get it. It's hard to be in extreme obedience when you don't know what in the world's going on in your own environment. But this is what happened to Joseph. Joseph was betrayed by his family. He was trafficked by his own family. He had a very unstable environment because of the things that were done to him, not because of things he did to himself. It wasn't fair. But even in all of that,